Welcome. My name is John Oghenewaire Erivona, and I'm about to share something different, not promises of what might work, but evidence of what has already worked. The Rise and Thrive framework isn't theory, it's a system forged in real battles that delivered real victories. Let me prove it to you. Why this matters? Proven results. Let me start with evidence, not promises. In 2023, I was detained on defamation charges in Port Harcourt. My neighbor wanted me silenced, and there was opposition from my family. The result, I was discharged. In 2024, they tried to demolish my late father's properties. The result, the demolition was stopped. In the same year, 2024, I had zero income, I had no job, and my family opposition was at its peak. The result, I did not just survive, but I built this framework. For over 40 years, I've lived with permanent injuries from a childhood accident at age 4. The result, I'm still here, I'm still fighting, and I'm still winning. This isn't what might work. This is what has already worked. This framework is for you if you are facing similar battles. Legal battles. I've been discharged from one. I'm currently fighting another in the Federal High Court. Property threats. I've stopped demolitions using specific legal strategies. Financial crisis. I've survived and built income from absolute zero. Physical challenges. I've thrived for 4 decades despite permanent injuries. The difference between us, I've already figured out what works, so you don't have to. Why now is the time? 3 reasons why timing matters. First, my victories are fresh. The Port Harcourt discharge and property protection just happened. These aren't old wars, they are current strategies. Second, I'm actively using these strategies in my Federal High Court case right now. You are learning from someone in the middle of battle, not remembering past glories. Third, I can only work with a few people while managing my active case. Once it concludes, my availability changes. You are learning from active combat, not retired memories. Why choose me? Here is my track record using the Rise and Thrive methodology. Legal victory. I was discharged from Port Harcourt despite family opposition and neighbor opposition. The property was protected. I halted demolition attempts. Financial survivor. I created income from nothing, including this framework. Physical resilience. 40 plus years of full life despite injuries. Current battles. Federal High Court case progressing using the same strategies. I'm not claiming future victories. I'm proving past ones while fighting current battles. My proven journey. Let me walk you through the timeline. In 2023, I was detained on defamation charges. My neighbor wanted me silenced. My siblings were later on the opposition side and attempted to quiet me about my late father's estate. I used the right strategies and I was discharged. In 2024, demolition attempt on inherited property. I applied tribe protocols. The property is still standing. Later in the same 2024, I had complete financial crisis. I had zero income and I used the framework to build multiple streams of income, including justice memos and detailed diaries. Today, the Federal High Court case, the same strategies is actively working. The framework that won before is working again. Let me break down exactly how R.I.S.E defeated that defamation charge. The R.I.S.E methodology consists of 4 aspects: reflect, investigate, strategize, and execute. Reflect. I recognize it was intimidation disguised as justice. They wanted to silence me and not the truth. I investigated, I studied defamation law thoroughly, found their case was built on sand. I strategized, I built my defense around truth as an absolute defense and public interest. I executed, I stood firm despite pressure from even family members. The result, I was discharged, they couldn't silence truth. The same approach works for any intimidation tactic you are facing. Stopping property demolition. When they came for my father's properties, here's what worked. Using the right strategies, reflect, I stayed calm instead of panicking. Panic leads to mistakes. I did my investigation. I found the legal flaws in their approach. There are always some legal flaws. I strategized. I mobilized both legal and community support quickly. Execute. My physical presence combined with legal action. The result, the property is still standing today. Whether it's eviction, demolition, or seizure, this framework protects assets. "2024 was the test. I had no job, I had no support, and the family was actively against me. My family was actively against me. Using the right strategy, reflect, investigate, strategize, and execute. I reflected. I accepted the situation without despair. Despair paralyzes. I investigated. I researched survival strategies and micro opportunities. I strategized. I created multiple small income streams instead of chasing one big solution. I executed. I launched detox diaries, justice memos, and this framework. The result, I did not just survive, but I built a foundation for the future. Rise and Thrive turns survival into building mode. Are you living with physical challenges? Since age 4, I have lived with permanent injuries from a childhood accident. Over 40 years now. Using the right strategies, I reflected, I acknowledged my limitations and without accepting defeat. Secondly, I investigated. I learned to work with my body and not against my body. Thirdly, I strategized. I built life around capabilities and not my disabilities. Fourthly, I executed. Daily practice that maintained function. The result, 4 decades of full life despite my injuries. Whether you have physical challenges, this framework adapts. Current application of the R.I.S.E framework. Right now, I'm using these same strategies in the Federal High Court case that was filed in 2024. I haven't won this one yet, but framework that delivered past victory is still working. The strategies are still holding, and the approach is very sound. You are learning from someone actively in battle, not just remembering old victories. I'm refining these strategies in real time. The framework that delivers. Rise and Thrive has won against criminal charges, protected physical property, created income from nothing, overcome physical limitations, and is currently fighting complex civil case at the Federal High Court. This is a framework forged in real battles, proven in actual victories. Are you ready to apply proven strategies to your situation? Learn from real victories. You are not buying hope. You are accessing proven strategies that defeated legal attacks, tested methods that protected property, survival systems that created income from zero, resilient framework for physical challenges, real-time refinements from active battles. This is evidence-based transformation. There are several options for which you can engage the Rise and Thrive methodology to your particular situation. One of the options is a victory partnership. For those facing immediate crisis who want proven strategies applied to their situation. Weekly 60-minute calls where we apply my exact strategies to your battle. You get the templates I used for Port Harcourt discharge, property protection protocols that work, survivor income strategies, plus real-time updates from my current case. WhatsApp crisis support included, month-to-month, no locking. You are learning from actual victories, not theories. The second option with which I can engage with you is the framework training. Here, you get the complete framework training. For those who want the entire R.I.S.E and R.I.S.E system, I have battle tested 6 weeks of comprehensive training, all victory documentation and templates, case studies from my actual wins, monthly strategy calls for afterwards, private support group access. There are payment plans which are available. Every strategy has been tested in real crisis. Option 3, crisis intervention. For crisis intervention, when you are in immediate danger, the demolition notice received, eviction threatened, legal attack launched, you pay upfront for the first month, and subsequent month you pay a specified fee. Within 24 hours, we start. Immediate strategy session, daily check-ins for the first week. Exact protocols are used to stop demolition. Legal document template access. Crisis management support. When time matters, experience matters more. The proof is real. Quick recap of evidence. Defamation case discharged. Property demolition halted. 0 income period survived. Childhood injury thriving. Current federal case progressing. This framework has already won. It's currently fighting. It will win again. Who this is really for? Join me if you need strategies that have won before. Want guidance from someone actively battling. Value proven tactics over promises. And you are ready to fight alongside someone who won't quit. Don't join if you want guarantees. I offer evidence, not guarantees. Or if you need someone who is finished fighting, I'm still in court. This is real life with ongoing battles. I'm looking for people who understand that real victory comes from real strategies. For next steps, WhatsApp me with your most urgent challenge. I'll share which of my victories relates to your situation. We'll have a free 30 minutes call to see if my experience matches your needs. If we both say yes, we start immediately. You are not just getting a framework, you are getting battle-tested strategies that have already delivered victories. My WhatsApp is below. Let's see if we are a match.